Now, economic development goes beyond mere increases in gross domestic product and infrastructures. It is the reduction or elimination of poverty, inequality, and unemployment. Senator Akon Ayakenyi noted this at the 80th birthday celebration of Edet Ekerendu. Francis Adeniyi has more on this story.
Lots of encomium were poured on Professor Edet Ekerendu on the occasion of his 80th birthday celebration, which was also marked with the launch of a book titled Manpower Placement in the Federal Civil Service.
When your heart is pure, when your heart is clean, when your thoughts are positive, definitely you have a peaceful mind inside, which will affect your own life or your physical appearance before people. Sir Ekerendu is a man that has sacrificed a lot to his people, to Nigeria as a nation when he served in the civil service until his retirement. I want to join others to wish this great man, the icon of that time, a happy birthday, and my wish for him is that God will add another 40 years. He will still be strong at 120 the way he looks. Probably that is when he will be looking 80. So that's my wish for him. Thank you.
Chairman of the occasion, Adewale Adebayo, who described the celebrant as a top-class civil servant, also noted that Nigeria is endowed with an abundance of men and women of quality and goodwill.
His presence in the Nigerian public service is just to show that what Nigeria lacks are not men and women of quality or goodwill. What Nigeria lacks are other things. But to say that there is any country in the world that will have the good luck of having Dr. Edet Ekerendu serve the country, that country should be a first world country, because he is a first world economist. He is a top class civil servant, highly dedicated. And I'm not saying this because it is the polite thing to say. I'm saying it with evidence. Dr. Ekerendu should be called Dr. Rural Electrification, because when it comes to rural electrification, they gave it all. And if we had continued at the pace that they were doing the work, Nigeria will be a net exporter of electricity today.
The keynote speaker at the event also called on the government to ensure appointments at all levels are based on merit.
Professor Ekerendu has been in different ministries and played strategic roles. So which means that he has not only contributed to governance, he has contributed to the economy in order that government will function well and governance will be sustainable. Today, you don't get a job unless you pay something. That's what I hear. And I think that we need to do something so that the right people, meritocracy must be put in place. He is here today because he was there on merit. I read his profile. He had an excellent career in the private sector and then was employed in 1972 in the public service. If he did not have good credentials, he will not be here. We will not be celebrating him today. He will have been rotting in one village there after packing money from the system. So I believe that this is a call for us to look once more at the issue of meritocracy. Let people be where they have the capacity to be, not because they know somebody who is somewhere.
The celebrant, who was full of joy, said the book is seeking to point out if the civil servants are given the right position to do their work and also find out the profitability of the civil service.
The book is titled Manpower Placement and Utilization in the Federal Civil Service. That is trying to point out whether civil servants are given the right position to do their work. Then the other aspect of the book is about profitability. Does civil service, can you say they are productive? The answer is yes, because productivity in the public service or civil service is measured by output. That is what they are doing. Like the lecturer said, when they give service, it's translated to economic development. Yeah, because that economic development is what gives prosperity to the country. And then the book also says whether the training that they get is able to give them additional knowledge. And we say yes. And the question is, when they train, that experience you get at the training, does it lead you to being posted to the right place? And we also say sometimes no, sometimes yes. Because when you are trained, sometimes that training is for your own personal benefit. They're not looking at how that new knowledge will take you to the right place to give service.
Other dignitaries who spoke at the event described the new octogenarian as a man who has paid his dues and contributed greatly to national development through his pristine service to the nation. Adeniyi Francis, reporting for Kaftan News, Abuja.